What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the top 5 Mega Evolutions that I want to see in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. In the last video, we covered Gen 3, so clearly we're going to cover Gen 4. It looked like I held up 5, but I broke my thumb like 6 years ago, so I can't bend it all the way in easily. We're covering Gen 4, okay? So basically, this list are my all-time favorite Pokemon. Gen 4 is my all-time favorite generation. I'm absolutely in love with the designs that I found for these Pokemon, which, by the way, if this is your artwork, leave a comment if you happen to see my video for some reason, and I will gladly put your link in the description to give you guys credit for it, but I do not own any of the pictures or anything like that, so just know that these Pokemon are my all-time favorites, like, almost of all time, of any Pokemon ever. So starting off with the top 5, we're actually going to cover a Pokemon that I think everybody wants, and their mother wants it, and that is Mega Staraptor. Now, Mega Staraptor, I wanted to have the ability Gale Wings because Talonflame should not be a greedy little bitch and be the only one to get it. I want Staraptor to just hit hard. Give this thing 165 attack. Give it decent bulk with base 80 in defense and 70 in speed def. That would be pretty cool. And then just give this thing massive speed, base 130 speed. So that way, if you want to hit with return, if you want to hit with close combat, if you want to U-turn out of there, you are still fast as shit. You don't have to rely on just your Gale Wings to hit hard. This thing would just hit like an absolute and complete truck. This thing also gets access to really cool moves like Feather Dance, which allow it to be really cool. Having Prankster priority roost is what I meant to say. So it would be Gale Wings, and now that would just make this thing hit so damn hard. Like, you think that Talonflame hits hard. Talonflame only has base 85 attack. I'm pretty sure it's 85. It's not higher than 90. That's for sure, because I know Amoonguss has a higher base attack, and I think Amoonguss has base 87. So I'm pretty sure it's base 85 attack. Could you imagine having a base 165 Brave Bird hit you from a Mega Staraptor? Ouch. The next mon that I want to see is kind of a little bit of a simple decision on my part, because it is, in fact, Mega Mismagius. Now, simple was intended with that pun. Thank you very much. But I want this thing to have the ability Simple for a couple different reasons. This thing has some of the best setup for ghost types in the game. It has access to Calm Mind and Nasty Plot, which I know that there are some other ghost types that do. However, this thing, just being able to have Simple, being able to get the +2/+2 and then +4 in special attack in one move, it would hit so stupid hard. Along with its coverage, I want it to be a little bit bulkier on both sides. I wanted to have base 140 special defense and base 120 special attack is, I believe, what I put it as. I'm pretty sure that's what I put it as. I wanted to have a little bit less of a special attack stat, just so that way if you want to run Nasty Plot, it's +4, yes, but it's not like a broken +4 where absolutely nothing can live a hit, if you know what I mean. I also want this thing to be a little bit more physically bulky, because right now what's holding Mismagius back is the fact that it's so physically frail, and I really want to change that. And plus, Mismagius just looks sick in this artwork. Like, look at that, it looks like an old mage, and that's why I wanted to have the ability Simple. It took thousands of years for this thing to have the ability to double its stat boost increase, and that would just be absolutely amazing. The next mon that I want to be a thing is Mega Electivire. Okay, this is going to seem broken as shit. I know it is, but I want this thing to have base 115 speed, so that way it's not outspeeding everything in the entire game until it has speed boost. And I want it to have base 170 attack. That's right, I said it, 170 with speed boost. I want this thing to be broken, because clearly Electivire is not the best Pokemon in the world. If this thing had base 170 attack, it would just demolish everything, plus speed boost. It has really good physical coverage in the elemental punches, earthquake, wild charge. I want it to get a little bit of special attack boost as well, because it does have access to cool moves like flamethrowers and volt switches and things of that nature. So that would be pretty nice, but having this thing at 170 attack with speed boost, that's almost more ouch than Mega Staraptor. Honestly, I got this idea from the start of regular Electivire, it has motor drive, and if you get that thing to +1 speed, switching it in on a volt switch, and you're just like life orbed or something like that, you are hitting stupid hard as it is, and you outspeed a lot because base 95 Scarf is really fast. Like, that's like a Scarf Darmanitan basically. Well, it is the same exact thing as a Scarf Darmanitan, but to put it in perspective, because I know people play a lot more of the higher tiers. Well, could you imagine this thing after 2 speed boosts? Not even Scarfers would outspeed it. You would have to rely on being able to live a hit, a Focus Sash user, a wall. This thing would just be scary. This thing would turn a lot of formats just on its head, just trying to figure out how to counter this thing, and I think that would be awesome. The next mon I want is again another selfish choice on my part, but I want Mega Floatzel. Okay, this is going to seem really weird, I realize this and I apologize, but I want it to have Water Absorb, because right now it has Water Veil, which prevents it from getting burnt. I want it to be immune from Scald altogether. I want it to gain health back from Scald. That is what I want. I want this thing to be a great mixed attacker, a speedy mixed attacker. I want it to have 35 in both of its offensive stats, that way it's not super overpowered on both sides. I want it to be fast at base 125, because this thing has really good move coverage in general, with access to likes of Scald, Ice Beam like most water types do. It also has access to Aqua Jet, Bulk Up, Ice Punch, Crunch, Waterfall, all these really awesome moves that I think would make this thing very standard. However, it would make it fun, and it would also make it kind of sort of unique in the playstyle that it could be in. And I really like the design that I found for it, just because it looks like it's a little bit bulky, but it also is just really freaking cute. I love Floatzel. That's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. I had it on my original Diamond playthrough. It was the lead on my team. It was fantastic. I loved Floatzel, and I would love to see it get a Mega Evolution. So back when I played Diamond, I had Floatzel as my lead, and then I had my buddy Rampardos as the second in command. I didn't even have my starter on my team because I hated the starters in 4th gen so much, and then I grew to love them later on. But I want Rampardos to get a Mega. I want it to just be super fast compared to what it is. I want it to be base 100. That might not seem like it's super fast, but compared to base 58, that's pretty stupid fast. Along with having base 190 attack. I'll let that sink in for a second. 190. That's what I want. I want this thing to hit stupid hard. I also want it to have the ability Thick Skull, because this thing also gets the headbutt moves all from level up along with Head Smash. So I really want that to just be like overpowered a little bit more, just for fun, you know, just ouch. But you know, whenever you think of the term of broken megas or overpowered megas, there are stronger. Like Mega Scizor with adaptability and Swords Dance and things of that nature, it can hit harder than this thing could. Mega Medicham with Pure Power, it can hit harder than this thing could. Mega Charizard X, Mega Metagross, all these other Pokemon could hit harder than this thing could, but this would just be a home run hitter for me. Rampardos is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. I wanted to make my league name out of Rampardos somehow, but I couldn't figure it out, so shout out to Dan for making the St. Louis Rampardos. But I'm in love with Rampardos in general. It's just a perfect Pokemon for me. It was the dinosaur Pokemon before Tyrantrum was. It was just so badass. I absolutely loved it, and I would love it again if it could get a Mega Evolution. But that's basically going to be it for this video. These are my top 5 Gen 4 Pokemon that I want to get a Mega Evolution. These are my all-time favorite Pokemon ever. I'm in love with them. They are just the perfect Pokemon, in my opinion, for me. I would love it if all of these Pokemon happened, but I know more than likely none of them will. But a boy can dream. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like down below. Also, make sure to check out the other channels. Also, make sure to check out the other videos on the channel. Some of them are pretty cool. I do them all myself. My pretty face is in almost every single one of them, and I know that you guys would enjoy them all, so please make sure to go back and give those a like and a comment if you could. I love reading my comments. But with all that being said, remember to leave a comment, leave a like. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.